What has attracted you to this model?
Well, it's different than any book. I mean, you know, I have 30 books now, more than 30, and they've all been printed in the traditional way. We've published with Simon & Schuster, we've published with Random House, we've published with St. Martin's, we've published with regional publishers like Deseret Book, and this book will eventually be in bookstores. But we, you know, just like in writing, you want to look for something new to write. I think you also want to look for a new way to get books to people. And to be blunt, I'm not satisfied with the traditional model. I think bookstore, you know, not everyone goes to bookstores. I love bookstores. I'd be happy to go get all the books from a bookstore, except for the fact that even a lover of bookstores like myself now finds Amazon pretty attractive too, because I can do it faster and so on. And here's the bottom line for me. Most of the books I've read over the years, someone has recommended them to me. One of my favorite questions when I'm with someone is I say to them, "What have you read lately?" I mean, you know, interviewers are starting to ask, politicians, what's at your bedside? What's on your table? What are you reading these days? And when someone says, you know, I'm reading this book and it's really interesting and here's what it did for me, man, you know, I'll go home and I'll order it right then if I like the person or I think is an interesting person or has something to offer. And I think what I've discovered in this new concept, this online on-demand publishing, and the O2A, one to another concept, is that somebody says, hey, I really like this. You ought to get this. Here, go online and get it. And someone can go on and get it immediately. And so it sort of condenses the process. It's not like, go down to the bookstore sometime in the next month or so and get that book. It's no, this is the way you get it, and you can get it very instantly. And I want to do anything I can to promote reading and to promote sharing of things people like to read. And I think this is a great way to do it. So I decided, look, you know, this book's going to have a long life. There may be a time for it to be in bookstores. There may be a time for it to be with traditional publishers. But for now, for the foreseeable future, for the opening act, I want it to come from one person to another. I want it to be personal. It's a personal book. I wrote it, and it's a lot of first-person writing. It's the only book I've written where I use the word I and me periodically, because I'm saying, this is what I think, this is what happened to me. And so because it's a personal book, I would like it to be distributed more personally. And so I chose to do this, not only on-demand publishing, but person-to-person distribution. You know, and I think it's the wave of the future. I think there will come a time when that's the way we get books and that's the way we read books.